over the middle. It's intercepted! Intercepted for Colorado State.
Comes charging in on a corner blitz off the defensive left side.
Give to the second man, Owens to the right side, spins, leans, touchdown, Air Force!
Right side, he brings it around the block, running at the 45. It's a foot race, and they're not going to get him. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown!
To the 40, broken tackle, 25, far side, outside the numbers, to the 10, 5, he's in!
I can't believe what we have witnessed. Good evening, friends, and welcome to the 13th Annual Colorado Coaches for Charity. I'm Mark Johnson, voice of the Colorado Buffaloes. I'm back as your master of ceremonies, this time, though, with a little different look. We're coming together virtually this year, as many events have had to move online rather than getting together in person, of course. Now, with this being the 13th year of the event, canceling was simply not an option. I want to thank Coach DeBerry for moving forward with this event virtually. Thank you to all of our coaches for agreeing to forge on, and thank you to everyone who is joining us live right now. Your support this year is more important than ever before. In fact, we have an online auction going on right now. That'll close at midnight this evening. Just go to coloradocoachesforcharity.com/auction or click on the online auction link provided. As always, there are some incredible items which will help us reach our fundraising goal for this event. To kick things off, we have a first-timer joining us. This very special guest has made Colorado his adopted home. He brought his Super Bowl to Denver. Please welcome one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game, Peyton Manning.
Hi everybody, Peyton Manning here. So glad I could be with you this evening at my first ever Colorado Coaches for Charity. Colorado is my home now, and I know how important this night is for kids in need throughout the state. So thank you all for tuning in and donating generously. Let's help Coach DeBerry and all the great coaches participating tonight raise much needed funds to support those who need it most. Thanks very much, and maybe I'll see you next year in person.
Okay, how cool is that, huh? Peyton Manning joining us here on the virtual event. And Peyton, we'd love to welcome you back next year in person. Super Bowl champion, Peyton Manning, everybody. Fantastic. Now, this night is made possible with the support and backing of many people. Three of these gentlemen are here with us: event chairman Sean Conway, Bill Hibble, and Jim Johnson. We also have several sponsors, including our three presenting sponsors: G.E. Johnson Construction Company, the Anschutz Foundation, and the L. Pomar Foundation. Thank you to tonight's platinum sponsors, Air Force Academy Foundation, and several gold sponsors, which you'll see on the website. It's now my pleasure to introduce the man who makes this event possible, inviting all of our coaches to join together in the name of charity. Ladies and gentlemen, the winningest coach in Service Academy history, a 2011 inductee into the College Football Hall of Fame, and a 2013 inductee into the Air Force Academy Athletic Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Fisher DeBerry.
Well, thank you, Mark, and thanks for serving as our MC again this year. Your enthusiasm is an inspiration to me, my friend. Friends, I know this year is a little bit different, and there hasn't been much in 2020 that has been normal. But when faced with adversity, we must learn to adapt and overcome, and because there are kids across Colorado that need our help more than ever. We launched the Fisher DeBerry Foundation in 2003 with the mission of helping kids in single-parent families. I'm so proud of the work that we have done since. We certainly hadn't done it alone. It reminds me of that old turtle on the fence post. He didn't get up there by himself. We've had an awful lot of help. But you know, when good people come together, and on a night like we're having tonight, we can accomplish great things for those that are in need. So I would encourage you to please give generously tonight. All the money raised will help charities and the kids throughout Colorado. The foundation has sent over 5,000 kids to summer sports camps since its inception. I love this night each year. It's our longest running foundation event, and it takes the support of so many people. To our event chairman, Sean, Bill, Jim, thank you so much for your efforts. To all of our sponsors, we wouldn't be here tonight without you. And to the terrific coaches that lead the young men in Colorado, thank you for coaching and for mentoring the next generation. And I'd especially like to welcome the new coaches. Sorry we couldn't be together in person, but I look forward to getting back to normal next year. And also I want to thank our board members and especially coaching charities, and especially Bert Tremblay, who did a lot of hard work in putting this together. And so I would certainly want to sincerely congratulate all of our community MVPs chosen by our coaches. To all of our guests who have turned in tonight and tuned in tonight, thanks so much for your continued generosity. And take a look at that online auction. You really might find some really outstanding items there that you'd be interested in. A successful auction, though, will depend on helping us to continue our support of sending kids to Fellowship of Christian Athletes summer camp. These experiences could be the most impactful experience of their lives, and that won't happen without us. See you in Denver next May. I can't wait. And on behalf of Luann and me and our foundation, I sincerely appreciate your support so much. Good evening.
Thank you, Coach. I hope you and Luann are doing very well. And you're right about the importance of tonight and what it does for kids throughout the state of Colorado. As many of you know, each coach participating tonight chooses a local charity as a beneficiary. You can see the nonprofits that the coaches have chosen at coloradocoachesforcharity.com/virtual. Following this virtual event, each will receive a grant from the Fisher DeBerry Foundation. We have 3 new coaches joining the program this year. Let's meet some of them now. Fort Collins picked up a great one in Coach Steve Adazio. Please welcome the new Colorado State head football coach.
Hey football fans, this is Coach Adazio, and I can tell you how excited I am to be the new head coach of Colorado State. I'm also excited to be attending my first Colorado Coaches for Charity, at least virtually. I wish we could be together in person, but we can do that next year. Because of the pandemic, though, it's more important than ever before to help charities throughout our state. Being my first year here, I thought it was important to choose as my charity, Ram Strength. Many of you know this foundation because it was founded by the legendary Sonny Lubick and his family. Coach Lubick, I'm proud to call myself a Ram Strength supporter now. I encourage everyone watching tonight to give generously. There are lots of people in Colorado counting on us. Thank you for your generosity, and I look forward to seeing you next year in person. Go Rams.
Thank you, Coach Adazio, and welcome to our state. Best of luck as you get started with the Rams. Next, let's welcome a coach who has been a part of this event since year 1, which coincidentally was just after his first season at the helm of Air Force football. Let's hear who Coach Troy Calhoun is honoring this year.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome again to another splendid evening with Colorado Coaches for Charity, hosted by legendary coach Fisher DeBerry. This year, again, our chosen charity is the Homefront Military Network that does so much for our service members and their families. Something as simple as helping pay a utility bill, a mortgage payment, or perhaps even to help cover an automobile necessity. We also are beyond honored to recognize our only 2-time community MVP with Tim and Marianne Fida. Tim and Marianne Fida each were outstanding officers for our Air Force and have been remarkable contributors to our communities too. And they have the perfect triple crown in terms of raising a next generational military pilot. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have the opportunity, which you will throughout the program, please also go to the auction items because they do so much to support the many great charities that are shared by myself and our outstanding men that are a part of this program as the Colorado Coaches for Charity. Have a great evening, and if you have the opportunity soon on the horizon, come on down to the Air Force Academy and say, "Go Falcons."
Wow, 13 years supporting the Homefront Military Network as his beneficiary. Thank you, Coach Calhoun. So in 2008, at the inaugural Colorado Coaches for Charity in downtown Denver, we had co-MCs Ed and Lisa McCaffrey. They were phenomenal. Lisa retired from her Master of Ceremonies career after that, leaving after a championship performance, much like John Elway and Peyton Manning have. But Ed was invited back year after year to serve as the MC. Now we get to introduce Ed as the head coach at Northern Colorado, a position he started in December. I'm excited to welcome back to Colorado Coaches for Charity, two-time Super Bowl champion Ed McCaffrey.
Thank you, Mark. It's great to be back with Colorado Coaches for Charity. As many of you may remember, my wife Lisa and I hosted the very first event back in 2008. And I've hosted several events since then, but this year I get to attend as a coach, and that's pretty incredible. I've always enjoyed the event and get so excited every year because it does so much good for so many families across our great state of Colorado. And I'm so proud to be joining as a coach. I'm very proud to be the head coach of the University of Northern Colorado. Now, it's been an interesting start. I'm sure we will all agree. And I'm anxious to get back on the field with our players and coaches and hopefully resume our season sometime soon. I want to thank everybody who's watching online for joining the event. This is a night that helps so many kids throughout the state, including the Boys and Girls Club of Weld County, which is the charity that I'm supporting tonight. So please be generous and know that your donations go a long, long way. For my community MVP, I would like to honor someone that is no stranger to Colorado Coaches for Charity or to Weld County. I would like to honor former Weld County Commissioner Sean Conway. Not only did Sean do so many great things for the Greeley community for so many years, he's also a really big reason that this event is so successful each and every year. So thank you, Sean. It's great to be back, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you again next year. But until then, go Bears.
Thanks, Ed. We know you're going to do great up in Greeley. Now, since 2011, when we introduced a new program for the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Colorado Coaches for Charity has helped to send over 1,500 single-parent children to camps in the state. These kids would not have had this opportunity if it wasn't for the generosity of our supporters. The impact that the camps have had on youth is immeasurable. It can truly be life-changing. Here's a message from the Colorado FCA.
Going to camp was just an eye-opening experience for me, and it just really helped me step into my faith. And just the first day, just being around the leaders and my peers and everyone else just really impacted my life just in the first 30 minutes that I was there, because I knew that this was a God-filled place at camp, and I was just so blessed to have participated there. And
one thing that really changed for me was the reason I was going to church and who I was going to church for. There was no passion for it. But now, after camp, I want to go to church. I want to bring my friends to church. I want to be a leader in the church, and I feel like God has moved me to be more part of the church and just become a better person for God.
By the end of camp, it really just changed my whole mindset on athletics. I knew that I was playing for the wrong reasons. I was playing for the people in the stands, and I was playing for myself. So I was super excited to get back into sports so that I could play for God and God only, and that has really just changed my athletic career. Oh yeah, hands down, FCA has been the biggest impact in my life. Thank you
for giving me the opportunity to meet new people and go to camp.
For allowing me to participate in FCA and change my life to give all the glory to God.
We're going to help more kids tonight. As mentioned earlier, it's more important than ever before that we raise funds for these kids tonight. Their fundraising has been cut over the past 5 months, and we need to ensure that no child is left behind from FCA camps. So here's what we're going to do. Everyone, please take a minute to sponsor a child or children. On average, it costs about $100 to attend a camp. You can click on the donate link right now to sponsor as many kids as you like. If you can sponsor one child, please donate $100. If you can sponsor two, please donate $200. Sponsor as many kids as you can. And please remember, these donations are 100% tax deductible. Here's a little perk. For everyone that sponsors at least two kids, you'll receive either a Denver Broncos helmet autographed by Ed McCaffrey or an Air Force Falcons helmet autographed by Chad Hennings, a great player. Your choice. Again, please click on the donate button at coloradocoachesforcharity.com/virtual right now to show your support. You can make this donation until midnight tonight to qualify for the autographed helmet. Lastly, as an added bonus, we have something special to announce about this tonight as well. Our good friend, Mr. Bill Heibel of El Pomar Foundation, has generously agreed to match your donations. So just know, whatever you donate for FCA kids right now, it'll be doubled. And again, thank you for your continued generosity, Mr. Heibel. Now, we have another special guest tonight. He's the most decorated player ever to come out of the Air Force Academy. He's the only Academy player in history to ever win the Outland Trophy. He then put his NFL career on hold while he served his country in Iraq, even though he was drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. Following his service, he joined the Cowboys and proceeded to win 3 Super Bowl titles. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Chad Hennings.
Good evening, everyone. This is Air Force Academy alum Chad Hennings coming to you from the great state of Texas. I'm thrilled to be able to join you again. I was at the first Colorado Coaches for Charity back in 2008. It's amazing how much this night has grown since then, even this year with having to go virtual. That first year, Ed McCaffrey and I teamed up for the live auction. Back then, Ed was just known as a Denver Broncos legend. Now he's better known as Christian McCaffrey's father. Just teasing, Ed. Congratulations on the new head coaching job at Northern Colorado. I know you'll have an amazing impact on those players. Just as many coaches have had an impact in our lives. With that, I just wanted to thank my coach, Fisher DeBerry, for inviting me to join again tonight. I'm honored to serve on the board for the foundation that you and Luann started that has helped thousands of kids across the country. A coach's influence, regardless of the sport, knows no bounds. It's one of the most important professions in the world. So to all our Colorado coaches here tonight, thanks for what you do. And lastly, thank you all for joining me tonight, and thanks for your support of Colorado Coaches for Charity. Hope to see you all next year.
Man, what a special treat that was. Thanks, Chad, and thank you for your service. We have a couple more coaches here with us tonight, of course. Please give a welcome to the new head coach of the Colorado Buffaloes, Carl Durrell.
Hello, my name is Carl Durrell, the head football coach with the University of Colorado Buffaloes. I was looking forward to attending my first Colorado Coaches for Charity event, and I'm proud to be a part of this initiative. I know how special this night is each year and so many charities throughout our state. So thank you to Coach DeBerry and all my fellow Colorado coaches and Mark Johnson for continuing this great event. I am proud to announce that my beneficiary charity is A Precious Child. A Precious Child is a driving force for children and families in need facing difficult life challenges. Their mission is to provide children in need with resources and opportunities to empower them to achieve their potential. They partner with over 400 agencies, including schools, fire and police departments, homeless shelters, and foster care organizations. I'm also proud to choose my community MVP, Karina Martin, who is the CEO and founder of A Precious Child. She started this endeavor in her garage in 2008, serving 51 children in her community. In 2018, she served 48,970 children from her facility in Broomfield. Karina is a very selfless and passionate person that is all about impacting children and families with life-sustaining resources to succeed. She's also a great supporter of CU athletics, and I'm looking forward to sharing this initiative with her.
Thank you for joining us for the first time tonight, Coach Durrell, and welcome back to Boulder. As the voice of the Buffs, I'm super excited to have you and your coaching staff working with our student athletes. Our last coach of the evening was also at the inaugural Colorado Coaches for Charity. He's done an unbelievable job taking CSU Pueblo from not even having a football program to winning a national championship. One of the best coaches in all of NCAA Division II football. Let's please welcome Coach John Riston.
Hello everyone, this is John Risson down here at Pueblo, Colorado. I just want to say hello. I know this is different times, a different way to do it, but I appreciate you being here tonight on this Zoom meeting and enjoying what we do to help support Colorado Coaches for Charity. My charity is United Way of Pueblo County. Shannon Farmer is the new leader of United Way. I'm excited to work with her. She's got full of energy. She's got a great vision. But the reason why United Way is so important to me is that it touches so many people's lives. It touches kids' lives. And I want to touch as many people I can here in Pueblo, Colorado to help them through all this crazy stuff that we're going through. My community MVP is Barb and Bill Vidmar. They're just special people. And there's no other way to describe it. They care about this community. They care about CSU Pueblo. And most importantly, they not only do it with their words, they do it with their actions. They roll up their sleeves, they go to work, they're the first one to help support you. And so I value what they do tremendously, and I just want to honor Barb and Bill Vidmar. Mark, I really appreciate you hosting this. I hope we can raise some money for Colorado Coaches for Charity, and I look forward to seeing everybody in the fall. We're playing football, and we're excited to get going. And thanks again, and go Pack.
Thank you, Coach Riston. We certainly miss you in Boulder, but we're so proud of the job you've done in Pueblo. Please make sure to tell your wife, Rochelle, hello from all of us. Now, our final guest tonight is the most popular Denver Bronco of all time. He was the quarterback as the Broncos won their first two Super Bowls in 1997 and 1998, one year being the Super Bowl MVP. And, of course, both of those title years, his top target was Ed McCaffrey. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor to welcome an NFL MVP, a Super Bowl MVP, an overall #1 NFL draft pick. He's a Hall of Famer, a hero to all of us, and the general manager of the Denver Broncos, John Elway.
Hi, this is John Elway, and I'm pleased to join you tonight for my first Colorado for Coaches charity event. I'm sorry that we couldn't be there in person, but in today's world, this has to work. But I know you all do a tremendous job with all the kids in Colorado. Congratulations on that. Also, I'd like to congratulate my former teammate, Ed McCaffrey, for joining the ranks of college coaches here in Colorado at the University of Northern Colorado. I knew he'll do a great job. Good luck, Eddie. And hopefully we can do this again next year, hopefully under better circumstances also. Have a great night.
Well, thank you, John, for joining us tonight. We know how busy you are working to bring yet another Super Bowl back to the state of Colorado, but we're honored to have your support. Now let's think about this. Between John Elway, Peyton Manning, Ed McCaffrey, and Chad Hennings, that is 9 Super Bowl championships between that group combined on this event tonight. Who else can say that about their virtual event this summer? We've mentioned a couple of times this evening just how important tonight is for people in need throughout the state of Colorado. As the pandemic has halted the economy in many ways, it's charities that have been hit the hardest. Please consider giving what you can to help kids from single-parent families as well as the charities represented by the coaches tonight. The online auction will close at midnight this evening. Again, just click the link provided or go to coloradocoachesforcharity.com/auction. There are some amazing experiences, football memorabilia, as well as all types of other items, including, by the way, autographed books from Coach DeBerry. Remember, donations are tax deductible. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Mark Johnson. It's been my honor to be here and be part of this great event for Coach DeBerry. To finish the evening, let's take a look at some great images of past events celebrating Colorado Coaches for Charity.